So you guys put your hands together, even though you can't really put your hands together for Miss Jenny. I'm bringing you on. Here we go.
Okay, sounds good.
It's Jenny
Grothe.
Grothe.
Hi, everybody. Hey.
Jenny, seriously, this is the first, you guys, by the way, this is the first time I've ever talked to any of these. So this is kind of like my first time too for everyone. So nice to meet you, and nice to put your face to your pictures, to your emails and everything. And you guys, seriously, Jenny is one of those people that are so inspirational and have done so many things to help so many people by her story. And I just want to know, like, really quick, just let everybody know who you are and what your show is going to be about, and then we can get started. Because then,
okay. Well, I am, as you know, I'm the motivational mama, and I started. First of all, Thursday is going to be 26 years that I've been married. Okay, so 26 years ago, I was fit and healthy, and everything was good. And over the course of the years, being married and being in Utah, I just kind of settled. And before I knew it, I blew up to about 170 pounds, which doesn't seem like a lot, but on my frame, it was pretty big, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, but I had just I'd lost, sight of myself. I'd given up hope. I just didn't like myself. I hid from the camera. I definitely never would have done anything like this. Like, I was always the one who wanted to take the pictures of everybody else, but as soon as that was turned around, I ran. Yeah. No, and that was the day. It was back in the days too when we actually had cameras. We didn't have the phones and everything else. Pictures got ripped up. Yeah. But and I tried all kinds of different diets over the years and gimmicks and whatever. And you know what? Like every single one of them, I found an excuse. But the reality was I just wasn't ready. Yeah. And I just hit my breaking point, and I just pulled it together, and I used common sense and little bit of background. When my mom was 40, she was a bodybuilder. And so I was, as a teenager, I thought, wow, that's like super cool. Because it was back in the 80s when Arnold Schwarzenegger was like the only name that people knew of. Women definitely didn't bodybuild, but my mom did. So that was kind of in the, I remember that. And I was 37, almost 38. And I was in the worst shape of my life. And I'm just like, I am just so done. And I didn't want to be fat and 40. So I pulled it together, and just like with anything, if I become passionate about it, I'm all in, I immerse myself, and it became my life. And so now it's opened up. First of all, I'm able to like enjoy life with my kids. I'm running around, I'm doing things, I'm hiking with them, I'm out there running with them. But it just opened up a lot of doors. I had no idea, none at all. Like I was the person back in high school that when we had to run the mile, you remember like Fitness for Life? I don't know if that's what they called it for you guys, but that's what I was always the one that would totally just skip that day, or I'd come in late or whatever, because I hated to run. But when I turned things around and lost all the weight and kind of got into fitness, things started to happen. I ran Boston a couple times. I ran New York once, a couple of other marathons, tons of different OCRs, half marathons. But then on the other side, and by the way, my dad, he used to love to run. So that's kind of something, and I'm big on family. So that's something that ties me to him. But then I also got into bodybuilding, and I've been bodybuilding for 10 years, and most recently in the North Americans in Pittsburgh. So it's just, the show is going to be about, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you're at in your life. Like whatever it is, there is a road to get there. And it's just a matter of sticking to it. And, my focus is really working with women. I love women. I feel like we are so strong together, and we are empowered, and we can lift each other up, because I feel like there's so much cattiness that's out there, some shadiness. And I'm just done with that. I don't like that. I'm almost 47, and I just want to like empower and help women. So the show is going to be about ways to do that, things that worked for me, that I feel, might be beneficial for other people. But, it's also a platform where people can share their ideas too. And, you learn together.
And chat, and this is a great platform for that. Definitely a great platform. And I'm so excited for your show. I think it's going to be great. There's a lot of ladies and guys. I think guys can watch too, but there's a lot of ladies in the chat. There's so many powerful ladies that I'm seeing right now that I think will be great. And I know that they're all following you right now, and they're going to be there for your first show. So when is your first show?
It's tomorrow. So it's 10 a.m. Mountain Standard.
10 a.m. Geez, you guys go early. Okay, okay. I might have to watch on replay or set an alarm to be there, because I will be sleeping in Australia. 10 a.m.
One of the things too, we're going to try to figure out tomorrow. like what's a good time for everybody going forward? Because I don't know that that's going to be the time every week. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, mine's probably going to be too. Yeah. It's just the test. This is a week of testing, and it's just,
right.
one of those things. I will say, I don't know if it's going to help you out a little bit. I will say, after broadcasting for 7 years, 4 p.m. till 4 p.m. until maybe 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Pacific time zone. And maybe 4 p.m. to 6 for like, if you're reaching out to older crowd. I know for the younger crowd, 4 p.m. to 9 on the Pacific is the best time to broadcast. Everybody's finished with dinner. If finished with dinner or about to eat dinner, but have a time right before dinner or after dinner to sit down. So if that helps anybody with like scheduling, not everybody's going to schedule during that time, but I will say that is a good time for everyone. Maybe it's different for your community, but that's worked for me. So
no, that's good feedback. We'll see.
Yeah. Sweet. Does anybody have any questions? I have a couple notes, and I've been like kind of stalking you too. And it sounds bad to say stalking. Does that make people feel uncomfortable? I was doing my homework. I want to ask you something that this is just like to break the ice and kind of just like chat with you. If you had advice to your 12-year-old self, what would you say to yourself if you were 12 and you could do anything to change like everything?
Oh my gosh. I would give this to myself at any age. It would be like, be happy where you're at. Because I think that as women, the one thing we're never happy. We nitpick and tear ourselves apart. My hair doesn't look good. My makeup, I'm starting to get wrinkles. I'm too fat. I'm bloated. And you know what? It's just like in hindsight and retrospect, we always think, oh, I wish I could go back to that time. Well, why weren't we happy then? Because I know at that time I was complaining too. So I'd be like, be happy with the journey, be happy in the moment. Do your best, know that you're killing it, and just be happy.
Yeah, that's good advice, guys. See, it's good. Doctor just asked, how much can you bench?
Oh my gosh. And that is, I love you for asking that, because that is such a guy question. And honestly, I don't even go near the bench machine that often. I do other things, but I think for me, it's not that I lift so heavy, it's that I lift consistently, seriously, like for 10 years. So it's layer upon layer.
Yeah. Yeah. No stopping, no taking breaks and getting back into it kind of thing. That's my problem. I keep missing a couple of days, and then it's a month later and I'm like, oh, great, I have to start over. So definitely motivating to watch you to keep me going.
Well, and it's just, it's like finding whatever you're passionate about. And for me, it's lifting mainly.
Probably
whatever. But I mean, for some people, like when I first got healthy, I had people, all my friends were coming out of the woods, like asking me to do things like, let's go enter a triathlon. Let's go biking. Let's go hiking. Let's go do this, rollerblade, whatever. And it's just like, there's only so much time. And initially I wanted to try to do it all, but I really want to focus on things that I enjoy. And so like when people say to me, well, I hate the gym, well, then don't go, find something that you enjoy and do that. Like, maybe you've always wanted to join, like they have soccer leagues in the middle of the night. I think they sound crazy, but I have friends that absolutely love playing games at midnight. I wouldn't do it, but they love it. It's like, that's what works for them. It's like finding something that brings you passion, that's exercise too.
Yeah. Just doing something. Just get out there. Do something. Right. That's awesome. Good advice for you. Mary just asked how to follow her. I'm not sure if you can click on the screen and follow, or if when she's in the chat. I'm sure if she messages it in the chat, when she gets off, people can follow your account. I think that's how it works. Because I'm all new. This is all new. So Gravy people will probably jump in and answer that question. But I'm pretty sure you can just click on her name and follow her. So
maybe it goes with her profile or something.
There, maybe you can just write something in the chat, and then we can they can all follow you. You can't? Oh, you can. So all of this is all new, guys. Gravy team is listening. I'm sure there's going to be like tons of like updates and things coming up over the next couple of weeks. So if there's things that you guys see, I'm sure that Gravy would love for you guys to reach out and let them know. So there she is, guys. Motivational Mama. Tomorrow is your show, 10 a.m. You said Central Time, right? 10 a.m. Okay. 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Yeah. So as soon as we're over, you guys can go over into the main page and you can see her show and just subscribe there too. You can do it that way. So thank you so much, Jenny, for coming on. It was an honor. This was just like a promo for Gravy. So if you ever want to come back on my show to one of the actual shows and actually sit down and we can really get into it, we can bring people on the screen and we can do all that stuff, you're more than welcome to come on my show anytime. So doing big things in social media. I love it. You're awesome. I'm so glad to meet you. And I hope everybody gives a follow to Jenny and let's get the ladies in there and get motivated, guys.
Definitely. By the way, I love your tats.
Oh, thank you. Well, you have to come Thursday. Thursday is my show. I'm doing all tattoo stories. So anyone that has a tattoo can come in. We just talk about it, how to find the perfect artist, how to find like just everything. So the show is all about tattoos and ink, and that's my love. Social media and tattoos. Welcome to my life. Jenny, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for coming on and being one of the first on my show. So
well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks. And nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, bye-bye.